The next tip, that is tip number 6, is setting your own boundaries. Most of us I believe when you're in a relationship, um, when we have this emotion and that hormone and everything really, at the top level, and we kind of merge our boundaries with our partner, at that time. Like, imagine the first time, or the early stages of your relationship, when you were like all head over heels in love with your partner. So you kind of merge your boundaries, you kind of merge your identities, and you don't realize until something hits you, until you come across a block in the relationship, that, oh my god, I don't have any identity in this relationship, or I have completely what you call as dissolved all the boundaries, or I have completely, you can say, there are no boundaries left, and there is nothing, there is no differentiation left. I'm being taken for granted or whatever. So then you get those negative things. I believe I would advise, it's never late, but all of us must understand that when two people are coming together, they, of course, it's poetic to say they are one and all of that. I do realize, I understand the power these words have, but not always. You have to know that you are a person and your spouse is another person. They cannot be the same person. Once you have the acceptance of this reality, that these are two different people with two different set of personalities, with two different set of DNAs, with two different set of backgrounds, with two different set of histories, I think then managing each other and living with each other becomes much easier. The problem starts when we start assuming that no, we are one. So what I think is what the other person thinks, or what the other person thinks, I'm obliged to think that way. So that's how the relationship kind of goes into the negative zone. So what's important is that you set your boundaries for each other, for yourself, and understand that you can love each other, and you can be with each other, and you can be true to each other in spite of having your own identities. Setting your boundaries, I also mean that when you two are together and connected, most often, what happens is, once we decide, once we kind of understand that, okay, you are different and I am different, we will be able to handle each other's choices, preferences, likes, dislikes in a much better way, in a very matured way. But once, if we don't do that, what happens is, oh fine, we are both, if we are like, okay, both of us are just one. So what I assume is, so you are supposed to like my family members, you are supposed to gel with each one of them, you are supposed to gel with my friends, you are supposed to gel with my past. So and that's where the problem begins. So don't allow third party influences to creep into your relationship, and that happens once you set your boundary well, once you set the boundary of the relationship well. There's so many marriages, especially in India, that are highly toxic, not because that the couple, they do not like each other or love each other or don't want each other, because there's so much room for interference and influence, and what you call as disturbances, that there are third party, that there are family involved, there are friends involved, there's the society involved. Like simple things, like if someone comes to my place and if they see my husband doing the dishes, the first comment I might just get is from my friend or from my neighbor is, wow, you're such a lucky wife, your husband does the dishes. But does that mean that my husband does the dishes, so there's nothing wrong, or there's nothing hurtful that he does with me, or I don't do it with him, or what? So comments like these, negative comments like these, which kind of, they should not influence you. So you should be having your own boundaries. Do not allow other people to dictate your relationship. Never ever give the control of your relationships to someone else outside your relationship. Let your relationship be a sacred space, a safe space where both of you can protect each other, where both of you can love each other, where both of you can understand, mature, evolve, grow with each other. Don't have any space for any third party. So when I'm saying any third party, it also involves kids. your own kids, because so many relationships I see where couples forget to live their life once they get kids. They are like so they get so drowned in that, raising kids thing, that they forget that their relationship also has an identity. Their relationship also needs a lot of nurturing. This relationship of between this man and a woman also needs a lot of time, a lot of effort. So that's what I'm saying, that set your boundaries well for yourself, for your relationship, and know that, it's your partner who's going to be with you. It's your partner. Your partner is your companion, your friend, someone who's navigating this entire life. You're navigating with the help of your partner. So, of course, family is important, friends are important, but then you have to decide by setting that boundary, how much are you going to allow to influence your personal relationship. How much, whom are you going to trust, and how are you going to trust, and why are you going to trust? So you need to know, to set this boundary well, and to kind of take care of your boundaries, and realize that yes, you two are one, means you share one space, but you cannot be one identity. And those unrealistic demands that you have, that okay, you have married me, so you need to take care of my parents, and I need to take care of your parents. No, don't have such expectations, and don't set such rules. You cannot force someone to love the other person or like someone. So if my spouse does not like my friends, so be it. It's okay. It's fine. You don't have to feel offended for it. You don't have to feel like it's not a war. And it's not that, okay, I don't like your friends, so even I don't like your friends, so you don't like my friends. You treat my friends badly. So that's like tit for tat. If you genuinely like, you like. If you don't like, you don't like. So respect your partner's choice. So that's what I mean by setting your own boundaries, and not allowing third party or anybody else to kind of creep into it and rupture it, fracture it, or affect it in a way that is negative. Okay, so only positive influences allowed, and with permission. So put that do not disturb board and try and understand what I'm trying to say. So I hope you like this tip as well about setting boundaries, and do write into me, mail, or send me your stories once you apply this tip or any other tip that you've seen. Thank you.